Step one of our faux leather cover. We are going to be covering the outside, front and back, and then the inside we're going to do tomorrow. Okay, so the outside today, inside tomorrow. What you're going to need is a lunch bag, a template, which there's only one per table group, a piece of board. If you brought your own, you get a piece of candy. Otherwise, I brought some for people who did not bring one. A paintbrush, a pencil, Mod Podge, and scissors. Okay, so step one is to open up our paper bag so we get just a sheet of paper. So what I'm going to do is fold that bottom part up so it looks like that from the side. Cut off this end, that Y part at the top. Cut that off close to the top because we need a big piece. Now I have something like this, and I'm just going to cut along one of the spines, and I get a nice big piece of brown paper. Okay. Next step is to take that brown piece of paper and crumple it into a ball nice and tight. That's going to create the texture for the leather. Open it back up. If it looks good, leave it. If not, you can crumple it up one more time. I'm going to leave that to the side. Now I'll take my template and my piece of board, and I'm going to trace the template onto the board and cut it out. So I'm going to line that up to the corner. If you do it in the middle, you'll have more cutting. So if you want less cutting, line it up to a corner and trace it. Okay, cut that out with a pair of scissors. I think I have one ready to go for myself. There we go. And now what we're going to be doing is putting Mod Podge on here, putting the paper on top, trimming it, and then putting another coat of Mod Podge. So let's see how I do that. I'm going to use a flat brush, and I'm going to put a lot of Mod Podge. The reason why is if it dries, then it's not going to stick. Work fast and cover the whole thing with a layer of Mod Podge. It should be really fast. If you are trying to make it look beautiful, you don't need to. Don't make it look beautiful. We just need to get a whole bunch of glue on there. How long did that take me? 15 seconds? 20 seconds? Done. Okay, wipe off your brush. Take your paper, your crumpled paper, and what I'm going to do is put it on top. Starting from the middle, I'm going to smooth it out. Okay, I need it nice and stuck, so rub it on really good. Okay, flip it over. That's what it should look like. If these corners are coming up, just stick a little bit of glue under them. Those are the worst offenders, is those corners. And now I'm going to cut around this paper about 1 inch. Tomorrow we'll be gluing that onto the back side. So we need that extra of the paper, but it's a little cumbersome. So I'm just going to trim it off. Trim off the excess. Okay. While I'm thinking about it, write your name, Mrs. Caulfield. If you do this first, you are amazing. Flip it back over. And I need to do another layer of Mod Podge. That gives it that, that leather feel, having not the paper on top, but the glue on top. So I'm going to take my Mod Podge again. This time, I don't have to put so much on. I'm just trying to give it a coating of it. If you have that little lip like I do, glue that down too. I probably should have avoided that when I did my paper bag. So if you can avoid that little cut thing, you probably like it better at the end. But this time I can put it on nice and thin. I don't have to put a ton of Mod Podge on. And just cover the whole thing, but not that little extra inch. You don't need to do that. It's okay if you put some on it, but you don't need to because we'll be putting that on tomorrow. Just that, where the board is under. Boom. I am done. My paintbrush, I'm going to put in the cup of water in the sink for Mrs. Caulfield to wash for you. I'll take volunteers to help me wash too. Should look like this on the back, this on the front, and I'll place it on the drying rack. Make sure all of your stuff gets put away really well. Wash your table with a scrubby sponge because you're going to probably get glue on it. Please, please, please don't forget to put this in the hot water in the sink so we don't wreck a brush. And that's it. Tomorrow we're going to do the inside, which is very similar. If you have time today, clean up your space and then work on your drawings for inside the book again. Thank you. Bye.